All right, Alex. It's our last Zoom show.
Thank Christ.
I ain't gonna make it. I ain't gonna make it.
Only a couple more days till we move in.
Yeah, it'll be a quick turnaround on.
Are you guys living together?
Unfortunately, not.
No. Like literally every single one of my Greenville friends, Alex, I think I've told you this, thought we were roommates.
Yeah.
I did for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Which okay. I'll say this. All right.
Why does it say we've been recording for 18 minutes?
Yeah.
No, we've been in the chat room for 18 minutes.
I was gonna say I hope it was not recording for 18 minutes.
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, we're chilling.
No, but no, I mean 90. I mean that's fair, Alex, because I mean 90% of the time we are together. But
Facts.
But yeah, let's not waste any time this week. All right, Griffin is back on the show, same as Caden, and we are actually starting with some football this week. Alex is gonna be happy.
2 weeks without getting illegally suspended. All about it.
Let's go.
All about it.
Now I just wanna say this: the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They are.
The Steelers are going to the Super Bowl, and Baker Mayfield's going to lead the league in passing yards.
Yeah.
All right, Alex.
And
Since I've tortured you all. Oh, sorry. Say that again, Kane.
I would say Russell Wilson's gonna have an MVP year.
All right, I'm kicking you out. How dare you?
He needs
that?
one. It's the ultimate setup.
How dare you say that when we despise the Denver Broncos on this show?
Nah, Russ is going to pass for 5,000 yards and 55 touchdowns and still get one MVP vote.
Yeah.
Alex, he'll do that, and we'll be like, we are not picking the Denver Broncos.
I don't care if the Broncos are 16-0 going into their last game. I'm still picking them to lose. I don't care. I don't care.
Same. We're men of our word.
Exactly.
All right, since I tortured you with baseball all summer, then you can take the lead on this one.
All right, sick. Gonna talk about the Steelers. 27-17 at Tampa. Pretty good game. Overall, team looked pretty good. Didn't really write down a whole ton of stats, just kind of like wanted to cover all the quarterbacks because all except for one of them was at least somewhat decent. Mitch, I'm looking at you.
Give me controversy.
Kenny went 6 for 7 for 70 and a touchdown on the first drive of the game. I believe that was the only drive he played, correct? He only played one drive. Yeah.
Yep.
3 of his 6 completions went to Deontay. Looked like they actually had chemistry for once. That's pretty cool. Mason played a really good game. 7 for 12 for 132 and a touchdown, including a 67-yarder to Calvin Austin. Dude's just fast. He's just straight up fast. Tanner Morgan, the practice squad quarterback from Minnesota, went 5 for 8 for 36 yards and a pick. And Mitch went 1 for 4 for 10 yards and a pick. So good job, Steelers quarterback room. Congratulations on an amazing game.
Hey, I'll say this, though. Kenny, I don't remember, and Caden, I mean, you and I have seen the most of Kenny Pickett, like talking about Kenny Pickett since 2017 when he was put in with Miami. I think that's probably the smoothest I've ever. Now, okay, it's preseason. All right, I get it. But he didn't look that smooth last year during the preseason, in my opinion. I think this is the smoothest he's looked so far.
Well, the thing is like if you're a rookie quarterback, you have to worry about the combine, then the draft, and then you have to worry about memorizing all the plays, getting team chemistry. Now he has a year under his belt. Yeah. Now he knows the playbook. He knows his receivers and the chemistry. He can just focus on just straight football. So I think that's going to help him a lot.
Exactly. And that touchdown pass to George Pickens, whew,
that was filthy.
They're going to the Super Bowl.
Well, the run after the catch was great, but nobody talked about the pass. Like he put it literally pinned.
It was a laser.
It was a laser.
Wait, all right. If you're a movie guy, you'll understand the reference. It was a laser.
Freaking laser beams.
Another guy been yelling and screaming and hitting the table on. Anthony McFarland had a pretty cool 15-yard touchdown run in the game. Been saying it forever. Dude's got crazy good juice off the edge. They really need to run him on third down and on outside zone runs on stuff like that. He's crazy fast. Nick Herbig had a really good game. Rookie debut, had 1.5 sacks and 3 tackles. Pretty good game. Trenton Thompson picked off, I believe, Kyle Trask. I can't remember which quarterback threw the pick.
It was Trask.
It was. And only other thing I really want to say is my sleeper pick for the Steelers that they got in the 7th round, Corey Trice, is still inactive, unfortunately. I think he's going to be a big steal. I think he could have probably been a 3rd round corner if he wouldn't have, I believe, torn his ACL. Dude's nice. He's fast. He's athletic. So as a guy to keep your eye on throughout the preseason, he should be able to prove himself and hopefully make a roster spot. And for the love of God, please take James Pierre's spot on the roster.
Yeah.
Please.
God.
Yeah, they would. I said they were actually saying in training camp that Trice was looking slightly better than Joey Porter Jr. Like Trice showed out.
I mean, I'm like I said, I'm gonna be a fair man. If Joey Porter Jr. can help us for the future, I'm gonna be a fair man. But and you can't judge, just like Kenny last year, you cannot judge Joey Porter Jr. yet. You gotta wait a little. You gotta be fair here. And Kaden, you said it too. You said this too last year. Like, even if Mitch was playing well, you did not want Mitch to fail just because you're a Kenny Pickett guy and you're a pick guy. Same goes as if with Joey Porter Jr. You don't want him to fail. If he's gonna help you win, you're gonna root for the guy that's on your team.
No, but having Patrick Peterson as being a mentor for literally every secondary player besides Minka has been really good for the Steelers, I think.
Facts.
Right. And wait, Griffin, you're not a Steelers fan, right? I was gonna say I couldn't remember.
He likes them Cowboys.
Oh, I forgot.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
That's right. I mean, if you want to talk about the Cowboys when we get to the other NFL news later,
I hate them.
I can't wait for Dak to throw another 15 interceptions this year, and the Cowboys trade him away and trade for Kyler Murray.
What about Deuce Vaughn? Have you seen that little running back?
That little road runner looking thing. He runs just like Kyler Murray. It's so funny.
He's 5'4".
I know.
Yeah, he's crazy though. I watched him at K-State. He was filthy.
He's a dog. I hate Dak Prescott though. Everyone says, what show was it? The one dude was a Cowboys fan. Obviously, he was like, yeah, Dak Prescott's top 3 quarterbacks in the league. I was like, oh dear God.
I'll give him fringe top 10.
Nah, not even, bro. Not even.
He just
this year that could definitely change.
He just can't handle the playoff pressure.
Bruh.
He's got weapons. He's got weapons to use.
CD Lamb.
I got in an argument with someone in an Instagram comment section with a Cowboys fan, and she was like, she saw on my Instagram me wear my Titans jersey, and I was like trashing on Dak's playoff record, and she was like, with the team that you like, you shouldn't be talking about playoff success. I was like, with the team you like, you shouldn't be talking about it.
Yeah.
No NFC championship in 28 years. You kidding? We were there in 2019, really. Bro. Don't talk to me about that.
Yeah, and Will Levis is going to lead the Titans to the Super Bowl.
No, you know what?
Malik Willis is our starting running back after Derrick Henry gets injured.
I actually really like Will Levis. I thought he should have been the number 1 quarterback coming in the draft.
Yeah, I think people just weren't thrilled with his stats and the way he performed against. I mean, he's played in the SEC, but still.
If he does play, I truthfully think he'll play better than any quarterback that's been drafted this year.
Yeah, I mean, Alex, we did say really the only way he got noticed was because of that one throw he made. But
he's probably the most pro-ready quarterback out of all the ones in the league.
Oh, 100%.
That just got drafted this year.
Was anybody else happy to see CJ Stroud fail? I'm sorry, Alex, but
I was gonna say you better watch where you're staying here.
We ain't seen an Ohio State quarterback succeed in the league yet, so I'm not even gonna say nothing.
Caden, we can't really judge CJ Stroud considering how Kenny started off last year.
I know. I had to get a little dogging moment in there for a second.
They're still gonna be so bad. They're gonna be so bad this year.
The thing is, he has no weapons.
No.
Besides Jared Wayne. He is Jared Wayne.
Best wide receiver
in the
league.
Nico Collins.
Yeah, Nico, there's nobody that can even help him out, which sucks.
Mechie is probably finally going to be healthy.
Yeah. We'll have to see, I guess.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. All right. Is there anything else with the Steelers you guys want to talk about?
I don't have anything else.
Yeah, I was like Kenny. I mean Kenny looked good. We'll see what happens, and can't wait for week 1 against 49ers against Brock Purdy. Real quick, Caden, this is definitely probably gonna be the last time you'll be on the show before the Pitt football season happens. Is there anything you want to say about the Pitt football season? Anything you think will happen other than that we'll beat West Virginia, because that's gonna happen?
Trash.
If you want my honest opinion on this Pitt football season, my blood pressure's been raising and I'm very scared.
Yeah, same.
There's just, I'll even say in the past 6 years, we've always had quarterback that we know starting, got a solid wide receiver crew, secondary. I don't know much about this Pitt football team at all. Like, it's kind of a lot of unknowns.
Yeah, I'm looking at
I'll give them 7.
I'm going 6.
Yeah, 6 or 7 wins. I'll give them one of the two.
And Penn State will beat all the Cream Puffs teams and then lose to Ohio State and Michigan again.
Yep.
Can't wait.
Stuff every year.
And they're number 7 again. Hey, but it's all right because Drew Allure is going to be the Heisman, right? You're going to be the Heisman Trophy winner. Get out of here. Let's get out of here. But
somebody tell me how Sean Clifford threw for almost 300 yards in his preseason game.
You went crazy, bro.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, I think he had 2 interceptions and he didn't have any touchdowns, but he was passing the ball over the field, and I will give him that.
Yeah, okay, whatever. You can never get to the college football.
He also gave the Bengals half of their points.
No, it's true.
Yep. But with the Pitt football team, I think we need to fire Signetti and then hire the greatest quarterback in the history of Pitt football, Tony Sinceri.
No.
All right. Buccos.
My favorite segment every week.
Alex, you can put the microphone down.
Yeah, I'm going to pick my phone back up and put my mic down.
They had a great July, Mike.
Better. Wait, July. Not July. I'm thinking of August. My bad. August, they've been better. Not the greatest, but they've been better. But
I actually just talked about this with Bryce yesterday and Griffin a little bit. There's like 40 games left?
I think so.
If we won, and it'd be tough, but even if we won 25 games, 24, 26, we could still be in the playoffs.
With the Pirates, realistic, man.
They're currently losing 6-3. By the way.
Whatever. Yeah. All right. Whatever, Alex.
But they just roll over and then just like roll over and don't care. They get down a little bit on themselves. Like July, like Griffin said, they were awful. That was the worst month I've ever seen of baseball played.
Yeah. I mean, I will say though, the best thing that happened so far in August was 3 coaches getting ejected at the same time. Don Kelly, me? What did I do? So I told my dad after it happened, I told my dad, I was like, you mean to tell me for a half of a game, the acting manager was Andy Haynes? What? Why? But I don't even think he was the acting manager though, so it's like he couldn't even do that. But yeah, starting with the Red series, they lost 9-2. It is what it is. Whatever. I mean,
the Reds are good as hell.
Yeah. I mean, LA De La Cruz.
They played good against the Mets last night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We'll get to that. LA De La Cruz was 2 for 5. Benson was 3 for 4. So this really, I mean, just a good game, I guess, for the Reds. And then for the Pirates, I mean, Reynolds was 2 for 4. Who's been heating up again. I think I said that last week, but he's heating up again. And that's pretty much it, really. I mean, Ke'Bryan Hayes is white hot right now. I will say he is white hot right now at the moment. But yeah, that's pretty much all from that Friday game. There really isn't really much to add on. I don't think.
Not really.
Saturday, which going through trying to pick the Pirate game, I will say the Braves beat the Mets 21-3.
Braves got the best offense in baseball.
Yes. How did the Athletics let Matt Olson go like that? Like, that's just crazy.
Oh God.
98 Braves are coming back.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Literally.
What, Alex? What?
Traylon Burks just got carted off the field.
Rip.
Continue.
Rip. All right. The Pirates in the doubleheader on Sunday, I believe, they did beat the Reds 4-2. It was a hard fought victory. Really, nobody of the Reds was, and honestly, this wasn't really that much of a offensive game other than lucky hits from Brian Hayes and Williams and Trillo, who did hit the go ahead 3-run homer. I believe that was that game. Aaron Trillo. Yeah, man, and I wanted to bring this up. What happened to Mitch Keller, man? God, what happened to Mitch Keller? It's just after the All-Star break, just went downhill.
I remember watching him in May, and I was like, whoa, he looks crazy good. I think it just got to the point where people started figuring him out because he has a good fastball, but his breaking balls are insane. But I think people just slowly are catching on. Because I mean, there's only so much you can do. You don't have 20 pitches in your arsenal. You have what, 4 or 5, maybe 6.
Well, when you know a good breaking ball is coming, you can just sit on it because you know you're gonna get at least one.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, they know they're all MLB players. They're all, regardless of averages, sometimes you might go in a slump. They're all good hitters. They know what's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was an okay series against the Reds. It was fine. I mean, they did lose that game 3, which what happened when Derek Sheldon, Don Kelly, and I think Oscar Marine got tossed. I can't wait for the John Boy reaction. It's gonna be the greatest video of all time. Yeah. So moving on to the Mets series. First game they lost 7-2. I mean, the loss did go to Quinn Priester, which, by the way, did get sent down to back to AAA. It was needed.
It needed to happen.
He's struggling. He needs to get his confidence back up. But here's the thing: why is he out there throwing 100 pitches? He does not need to be out there throwing 100 pitches. What were they doing? Like, I don't get it.
I haven't been on the show since, but I went to the Pirates Guardians game, game 1. Remember, I texted in the group chat where Quinn Priester made his MLB debut, and he pitched like the first 2 innings. It was all right. And then he let up a home run, and it got to like the 5th or 6th inning, and the Pirates were losing like 7-0. And it's like, he should have been out 2 innings ago. And they kept him in till it was almost 10-0.
Yeah, I blame Derek Sheldon on that one. You just cannot leave him in. You cannot leave him in. You can't.
Especially on your debut, you can't kill a guy's confidence like that.
Mm-hmm. Right. And Griffin, you like I mean, when you and Caden were on the show, I mean, we said it, like pretty much the number one thing you need in baseball is confidence, or you're gonna fail.
Yeah,
you're gonna fail. I mean, and that's pretty much what Quinn Priester needs to get back in AAA.
So. Yeah, I don't see the point, like you said, of let him throw 100 pitches. That, I mean, I don't know what the heck the point of that's for. Either you have no confidence in your bullpen, or like you're trying to let him work it out. But other than that, I don't see the point of letting him be out there that long, especially when he's getting shelled after show.
Exactly.
Right, and it's they got to do a better job managing their pitchers like that. I mean, that's just bad. That's just bad management.
Mm-hmm.
Hitting wise, I mean, this was pretty much a dead game minus Brian Hayes, who had 2 hits, and that's pretty much it. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, I look at the Mets. Francisco Lindor had 2 hits. Nimmo had 2 hits. I think Daniel Vogelbach had a home run. Danny Burgers. Miss my man.
I will say Nimmo is an underrated player.
Yeah, he's not bad.
Very underrated.
He's good.
But yeah, I mean, he was actually before they signed Reynolds to an extension. That was the number one example that was being thrown out there with contracts.
Mm-hmm.
When on a Pirates podcast, when they were trying to extend Brian Reynolds. So yeah, he's definitely underrated. But Tuesday the Pirates actually did win a game. They won, I believe 7-4.
Yep.
I believe this was offensive. By the way, that catch from Jason DeLay was awesome. You see that catch?
Jason DeLay is beginning to be one of my favorites. He roped an RBI double too, right before what's his name? Brian Reynolds had a triple.
Mm-hmm.
They played a good game. I think Jack Sawinski also had an RBI.
Mm-hmm.
Jack Sawinski's gonna be a dog next year. I'm calling it.
Yeah, he is. He's slept on.
All-star next year.
Mike, what are you thinking?
I do not think Jack Sawinski should be the starting center fielder next year.
Oh yes, he should. 100%.
What are you talking about?
Dude, you cannot rely on Jack Sawinski in the 9th inning when the Pirates are down. You can't. He sucks in that role. You cannot rely on him in
That's
the 9th
one
inning.
part of the game, though.
And he's got power. Griffin. Okay. Last year he had his average was what, 205 or whatever. He's got power. Don't get me wrong. His power, I will even go out and on a limb and say this. He is stronger than Brian Reynolds. I will say that.
He's top 10 power speed combos in the league.
I was just gonna say, Griffin. What did we talk about last? Isn't he like top 5?
Yeah, I think he was 5 or 4.
Yeah, he's got power. But guess what? His average, I believe, at the moment is 208.
Averages do not matter anymore, bro.
Yeah, but that can mean like. Yeah, but you could be striping the ball, but it could just be going right to the outfield.
Exactly.
Yet he's not doing that. Is my point.
How many home runs he got? Like 30?
What?
How many home runs he got?
Here, let me look.
He's definitely leading the Pirates in home runs.
Yeah.
Right now he's got 21 home runs. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
Your center fielder giving you 20 plus bombs, and he's
good. Okay. Yeah. All right. That's good. All right. And I just gotta look up.
What is Brian Reynolds has? What? 2 home runs?
16. No, 17. He hit one today. Yeah, the batting average leader right now is Brian Reynolds. Home run leader is Jack Sawinski. All right. RBI leader is Brian Reynolds. On base, Andrew McCutchen. Hits, Brian Reynolds. So.
I'm just telling you, Jack Sawinski is the guy.
Yeah, but I don't know how many more of I can take of 0 for 20s. How many times has he gone 0 for 20 in a span of like how many games?
Dude, do you remember Andrew McCutchen? The dudes that are throwing in the league right now?
Sorry, say that again, Griffin. You like cut out.
I said, do you understand the dudes that are throwing in the league right now? Like for God's sakes, there's 100-mile-an-hour splitters now.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Here, how about this? I will eat my words if Jack Sawinski improves next year. I will eat my words.
He's gonna be an all-star next year. I'm calling it right now.
All right. Okay. All right.
Mike, Jack Sawinski is.
All right. Right now, the score for the game at the moment, as I try to look up the live, if my phone wants to work, they're losing 8-3. They are losing 8-3.
2 more runs. Yikes.
So, yeah. So, all right, Caden, are you gonna behave? I allowed your microphone. I just allowed your microphone. Are you going to now? Are you going to behave?
Can't tame him. You can't tame him.
See, this is what happens.
I had to get one in there.
All right. You know what? This is the last Zoom show. This is how much we care. I mean, just get us stuff. You know what?
You clearly care so much.
Hey,
to
I'm gonna
be
have.
fair,
Yeah, go ahead.
I've been on the show like 4 or 5 times now, and that's the only thing I've ever said.
Yeah, true. That's true. You know what? I've already got a lot of work anyway, so I'm just gonna go out and say I do not give a fuck about this episode.
Good. Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Yeah, you need
Griffin?
You need to give us some support. All right.
No, you didn't.
Nope. He's in timeout. He's in timeout.
Wait, why did my camera go away? Okay, whatever. I'm still here.
Okay. All right. So they're losing 8-3, and do I really care about who's coming up with this in the next series? I'll just mention it on Monday.
Just say who you did. Yeah.
Because we might be having Cody Duncan. He's a Pittsburgh sports writer on the show. Also works at Edinburgh, so we'll cover the Pirates a lot on Monday. So we'll just do that. We just need to move on.
Yeah.
But no, I will stay by this, Griffin. I will eat my words. If Jack Sawinski is an All-Star next year,
you're gonna eat them.
All right. I've ate my words on the show. I've ate my words on the show before, so it wouldn't be the first.
We both have.
Now, all right. So on my timesheet, I do have the Wander Franco stuff coming up next. But to be fair, we can talk about the Argos first.
Caden raised his hand. Okay, yeah. I'll get through it quick. Mike, I also wrote down some stuff for other NFL news on the timesheet. Since I do unfortunately have to run before the episode's over, I will send you a picture of what I wrote down though, so that you can still get it if you want.
Okay, but real quick, because I texted you this earlier. Can you guess what the highest?
Oh, the top 5.
Yeah, the top 5 highest rated. Now, since to save time, we can just do the highest rated. Oh no, top 2 highest rated Zoom shows.
Okay.
No, 3. We'll do 3. Sorry.
I'm gonna go Coach Miller interview. Bryce's first time on the show, and AJ's show. First time on the show.
Now, there is a reason I allowed Caden's camera and microphone. And I'm going to edit that part out, Caden. You're welcome. But there's a reason why I allowed his microphone and camera back on, because the highest rated Zoom show, unfortunately, is the first episode Caden was on.
Oh, how about that?
His episode surpassed Bryce's. He is currently at 107. Bryce is at, I believe, 101. And then at third will be Coach Miller's at 99. So it's almost at 100.
Okay, so I went 2 for 3.
Carrying the boats.
Yeah, but I will say this. So on Monday, we will be on the show with Cody Duncan, but we also have an announcement on Monday. So you'll have to wait until next Thursday to hear about an announcement. And it's gonna be a good one. Trust me, it's gonna be a good one. But all right, Alex, go ahead.
Might I just add before I do Argos real quick? This is sweet now that we're doing this before the actual NFL season starts. So when we record, we can actually have the full NFL week ahead of us. Mm-hmm. That's nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, Argos still really good. 7-1 on the season. Chad Kelly has done really well at being pretty much a game manager and just doing what he needs to do. 129 for 182, 2,000 yards, 13 touchdowns, and 5 picks on the season. Not bad, game manager role playing, as well as he needs to. AJ Ouellette, the 5'8", 205-pound running back with the bleach blonde mullet, my favorite player in football right now, has 99 attempts for 459 yards and 4 touchdowns. Top 2 receivers, Cam Phillips, 28 catches, 449 and a touchdown. And then DeVaris Daniels, 23 catches, 497 and 5 touchdowns. So got 2 receivers that are producing pretty well through 8 games. Their one loss on the season this year is to Calgary. They were at Calgary and they lost 20-7, so not terrible. And their average margin of victory in their 7 wins is 15 points, which is pretty impressive. So shout out to Coach Miller and the 2022 CFL Grey Cup champion Toronto Argonauts. Rolling, still playing very well. The fact that I can say that fast without messing up now just proves how much we've said that. Good team. Hopefully they'll keep it running all the way up until the Grey Cup and they'll run it back or something. That'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, my dad's actually going up to Toronto. They're going to catch a game up there. So
that's sick.
Yep.
Is he actually?
Yeah. But yeah, so is there anything else you want to mention, Alex, before you head out of here?
I don't think so. I didn't take any defensive stats, but their points per game allowed is pretty good, I'm pretty sure. It's probably got to be somewhere around 18 or 20 points or something like that, which isn't bad. So, they're playing pretty well, and they're scoring probably 28 to 30 points per game most of the time. So, they're a good team. They're going to be really solid, and I really hope that they run it back because that would be sick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we'll obviously try to remember to keep tabs on the Argonauts. I mean, even though we haven't talked about them in like a few weeks, we don't want Coach Miller to come to where we are and tell us to go take a lap.
Nope.
So yeah. So I don't really got anything else on the Argonauts really. So
this is weird having to leave a show early. This is unfortunate.
Yeah. Before you leave.
Yeah.
So I was listening to a Kenny Pickett interview, and there's something that I found interesting, and it kind of makes sense if you think.
Hit me with it.
So this was before he was it was like right after he was drafted to the Steelers.
Yeah.
So they have a rule in the building where they share a practice field, the Steelers and Pitt.
Yeah.
So Pitt players have to park in the back parking lot.
Yeah.
And then, of course, obviously,
the
Steelers, and it makes sense. The pros are obviously going to park in the better parking spots than the rookies. If you park in the Steelers parking lot, you have to. So the player that parked there has to run all the way back, park in the Pitt parking lot, and then run all the way back to the field. As he's running back, the entire team has to plank on the field.
That is horrible.
Yes. And and if somebody is late, and here's the thing, as I say that, Kenny Pickett was late in 2019 for a practice.
Oh no!
They had to do plate pushes on the football field. Have you guys, as football players, did you guys have to do that at all? Plate pushes? You just take a plate from a plate room and you have to like push it like for what 40, horrible. 80 yards or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like pain.
It's horrible.
Like, I mean, in our full body workout, Alex and I just do plate pushes. Like, how long is that? Like, probably like what? Like, I don't know.
20 yards.
20 yards probably.
Yeah.
Like, it's
not bad.
That's not bad. But yeah. So that I found those funny. Those rules funny for the Steelers.
Yeah, that is funny.
So
that's rough.
And Big Ben actually said there's been some Pitt players that have been like mouthed off to the Steelers. I was like, yeah, mouth off to the guys that are in the pros. Mouth off to the guys that are in the pros. Yeah, all right, buddy.
That's crazy. Wow.
I gotta take a look at the other notes Alex sent me, and
it's just a couple little things.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see. Oh, all right, yeah, all right. Is there anything you wanted to mention about the Orr thing with your opinion wise before you leave, or?
Oh yeah, I just think that's crazy. The situation at hand and how much money he lost from that. So that's pretty crazy. We could also cover that more in depth at another time once more details come out because it's just allegations right now. But
yeah, more stuff's gonna come out. Yeah.
So we'll hit that again later. I do have to run. Gents, Griffin, pleasure meeting you.
See ya.
Peace out, America.
Good seeing you, Alex.
You too.
All right. So the show just got better.
Michael.
All right, so yeah, is there anything you guys want to talk about with the Michael Orr situation? I will say I did like the Blind Side movie.
Oh yeah, dude.
It was
the movies. Regardless, I know they say that sometimes it's depicted in the wrong way, but it's a great movie.
Yeah,
it's a great movie. But yeah, like I said, there's going to be more stuff coming out in the coming days. So this is really just allegations to mention with Michael Orr. And yeah, so Russell Gage is to miss the whole season for the Buccaneers with a knee injury. That is very unfortunate after you just play one preseason game. Yeah, man, that is just unfortunate. And
I don't know if you know anything about it, Mike, but Kalijah Cansey did not play. Why?
I do think it was a minor injury. I think he'll be fine.
I thought I saw something about a little injury, but I wasn't sure why he didn't play.
I can't remember what the actual injury was. So yeah, we'll have to keep our close eye on that one. But Ezekiel Elliott, somebody that Griffin loves. signed with the Patriots for 1 year and $9 million. I'm not surprised that he's fallen off. He's only has a 1 year, $9 million contract.
Yeah.
And this next one kind of hurts Caden. Dalvin Cook signing with the Jets.
Yeah, but Israel Abanikanda will still get reps.
Yeah, he should. He's very good. He's capable to be very, very good.
I'll say this right now: he runs harder than Dalvin Cook.
I agree. But yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. The Jets' running game is now very good. But and I think the reason why they signed Dalvin Cook is because they're, as they should be, they're concerned about Breece Hall coming back with his knee injury. So.
Yeah, but there's been all this publicity surrounding the Jets, and me to be completely honest, I think the Jets go 500, maybe 1 or 2 games over 500. Aaron Rodgers is obviously going to put up numbers. That's what he does, but they're not going to. I don't think they're going to go anywhere. All they have is what they have: Garrett Wilson, wide receiver, which he is good.
Yeah, he's very good.
They have Dalvin Cook, Izzy, but they're just not that team. They're not going to be that team.
That's fair. I mean, Sauce Gardner is also very, very good, and Jordan Whitehead, even though he's a pit man, I'm still salty he picked off Kenny Pickett's first pass, though that was Chase Claypool's fault. But yeah, man. So we'll see what happens. Have you guys checked out Hard Knocks yet?
No.
Oh, it's pretty good. I will say it's pretty good. They did pick the right team because obviously Aaron Rodgers coming to the Jets, so they definitely picked the correct team to do that. I don't know if they decided on the in-season Hard Knocks yet, so we'll have to.
Zach Wilson over Aaron Rodgers.
Facts.
I will say though that the game plan to try to rebuild Zach Wilson, I do like that game plan. Is have him sit.
He's a pimp.
Well, they've actually. Go ahead, Griff.
Oh, I was just saying he's a pimp.
God, this show sucks.
Jordan Belfort vibes.
They've actually been showing that Aaron Rodgers and what's his name, Zach, have been getting along really well. I know at the beginning there was obviously tension, but they showed like in-game clips during that preseason game of Aaron Rodgers like coaching him up, and they seem pretty friendly. So that's a good thing because obviously Aaron Rodgers is not playing for that much longer.
Yeah, no. And Zach Wilson, I mean, he's gonna work hard, obviously, as he should, but he understands. It's Aaron Rodgers, man. It's Aaron Rodgers. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, you're not gonna play over him.
Yeah, exactly. So just sit behind him, rebuild, because even he said it on Hard Knocks. His first 2 years, he was struggling. So he understands what they're trying to do, and we'll see if this works. Yeah, is there any other NFL news you guys want to talk about? Anything?
Trying to think. Yeah, actually, just not into detail, but Bryce Young did not look good at all.
I didn't really get the chance to see how he did.
I think he went. I mean, I can look it up real quick if you need me to, but it was around the lines of like 2 for 5 and like 10 yards. That was it. CJ Stroud, I think CJ Stroud went 2 for 4 with 10 yards and a pick. I mean, they just didn't look good. I mean, and Kenny Pickett's first preseason game, where did he go? I don't remember but didn't he have two touchdowns?
Yeah, and he had a game winner.
Exactly. So like,
and yeah, of course. Go ahead.
I was say I know preseason doesn't mean everything, but like people dog on quarterbacks, but if your quarterback's not doing more than Kenny, then you can't say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And yeah, I just find it funny how during the time Kenny was struggling last year, people wanted them to tank and draft CJ Stroud and Bryce Young. I mean, it's just funny looking at it now. Just like before they drafted Kenny Pickett, they were like, "Oh, we want Russell Wilson, we want Baker Mayfield." Yeah, look how that.
Well, they really wanted Malik Willis, and he sucks.
That's another one, Malik Willis. So we'll see what happens with the rest of the rookies. And heck, Will Levis might be the best quarterback out of that draft class. You're right, Caden. He might be. Oh, now wait. Anthony Richardson. I think he can be good. I think he can be good. I almost forgot
I
about
think
Anthony
he
Richardson.
can be, but my whole thing about him is like in his entire career, he only played 11 games in college football.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a big risk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's huge. He's what 6'3", 6'4", 230 pounds of muscle. Runs faster than most quarterbacks in the NFL.
Right.
But it's can he handle that pressure? He never really had that experience.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And we will keep track of everything that's going on with the quarterbacks. And last thing, though, I will discuss. There's something at the end I'm going to talk about, but the last thing, the blows to the Rays. I will say this before we get to the idiot. Shane McClanahan is out for the rest of the year and next year as he has Tommy John surgery. So the blows to the Rays just keep piling on.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Wander Franco.
Idiot. Absolute moron.
So stupid.
He just threw his career away.
One of baseball's brightest young stars.
I mean, what's the dude? He's 22 years old.
He literally just hit a walk-off, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
He just hit a walk-off, too.
Had a whole future ahead of him.
He should never play another game of baseball again.
No.
So
I don't think he will.
No, he won't. In case you've been living under a rock, it came out this weekend. Wander Franco was having a relationship with a 14-year-old girl. That is disgusting. That is foul, and he should be ashamed of himself. Now, I understand there is other stuff that has come out. I don't care. You still did it. Still dated a 14-year-old. You should never be touching that baseball field ever again.
Yeah.
No.
It is disgusting. It is disgusting. So I really don't want to give much more attention to this, honestly. That's how bad this is. I don't want to give that much more attention to it. So if is there anything else you guys want to add on to that?
Kind of just pisses me off because I loved watching him play.
It's just like you see this guy that has like Griffin said a bright future, and then it's just you find out that he's having relations with a 14-year-old girl. It's like it's just disgusting.
Exactly. He should be ashamed of himself. But of course, if there's anything else that's added on, we will discuss it. Other than that, I do not want to give any more attention to this. He does not deserve that attention. He just blew his career away, and that's all I'm gonna mention. So before we go, I will say this before I forget. Bryce did remind me this morning. O'Neal Cruz is actually off of the injured list right now.
Mm-hmm.
So that might be meaning he's probably getting ready for his rehab assignment. And though I'm not a huge fan of it, he could be back by the end of the year. It's possible. So
he could.
So he I don't know if I would risk it, though. I want him back. So it's like 50-50 with me. So.
At this point, I think sit him. There's no point. Honestly, I'm obviously I love the Pirates, but even if we somehow did make it to the playoffs, we're not going anywhere.
No. Yeah, like what are you chasing? You know, it's like
you might just let them rest.
Yeah, I agree. So so this is it with the Microsoft Teams or Zoom, whatever you want to call it, shows. I there's some parts I don't mind of these shows, is that we can actually have guests on. That's the positive of this, and I think Alex would agree with me. Though I will say, though, going from a live show to Zoom, it's not the greatest, man. It's not the greatest, but we will be back next week in the studio back at Edinburgh with hopefully Cody Duncan will be with us. We can't wait. Now I will say this. I can give this away. This is not the announcement that we will say next week, but we don't know if this is going to work. We are gonna try it. We are gonna try to hook something up where we can have guests on the show as Alex and I are in the studio back in Edinburgh. We're gonna try. We don't know if it's gonna work yet. We don't want to promise anything. We don't know if it's gonna work, but we will try. So it's like you guys will be like the AJ Hawk of our show.
So like people come to your studio in Edinburgh?
I mean, if you want to make the drive, I mean, I don't care. But I'm just saying,
I'm not far, so.
I mean, yes, like guys like
Griff will be a little far, but
I'm talking about like I mean it like Landon and Bryce made the drive for the March Madness special. So it's guys like them, Caden, AJ, Reeves if he wants to finally come on.
Beaver.
It's they could drive up to the studio if they want to. But yeah, so Caden, you wanted to do the paper toss, so go ahead.